Oh man.
Yep.
Says we're live. I never really use my phone for this.
No?
Nah. Always use the computer.
Well, I'm using my phone for
Navigation. Which should probably
I'm
be
gonna pay
like
attention
a
to
secondary job of mine, but
Nah.
I'm not the guy you want steering a ship, even from the passenger seat.
Nope. I'd rather fucking look down at my phone and put our lives at risk. Put you in charge.
Hey, how goes it? Ken Bozak here to talk about Bitcoin and
hate that
Bitcoin
doesn't rhyme.
accessories.
It should, but it doesn't. But
It
it
doesn't.
should. I want you to be like, hey, how goes it? I'm Ken Bozick, but that's not your fucking name. Sorry. I'm gonna make this left. You want to start over? How goes
Yeah, hold on, guys. I'm gonna end the live stream. I'll be right
How
back.
goes it? No, yeah.
Hey, how goes it? So this guy's Mike Salvi.
Sup?
He's my bro. I met him through the Integrity Show with Nathan Hawk, aka the Crypto Shit Show.
It's a shit show.
It is a shit show, but it's a beautiful event, guys. If you see an
Left turn,
Integrity
shit show.
event in your neighborhood, come on out, guys. Mike motherfucking Salvi.
Mike motherfucking left turn. All right, I'm in enemy soil right now. I'm in New Jersey. Are we allowed to disclose that?
Yeah, of course,
Well,
man.
it's too fucking late anyway.
It's too late.
Hit the rewind button.
God damn
We'll
it,
be good.
doxing me.
We're going to, what are we doing?
We're going out to eat, man. We're going out to a Mexican bar and grill in Camden, New Jersey to spend Bitcoin on scrumptious food.
Yeah, we decided earlier today that we were going to go spend some Bitcoin out in the world.
Yeah.
So we did a search, and it's not like we didn't have lab coats on. It wasn't like deep dark research, but it took some looking to finally find some places that take Bitcoin.
Yeah, there's places
And
that used to.
There is, and we just ended up calling a couple places. Philadelphia Scooters in South Philly. You can go buy a scooter in Bitcoin because we called them. Ken was like, "Hey, how goes it? Have a day. You guys take Bitcoin?" Like, guy goes, "Yeah." And that's exactly what happened with Oasis when he called. They were like, "Hang on, let me find out." Yeah, we take Bitcoin. So we're starving.
Oh man, I got the munchies like
Yeah.
a motherfucker.
And we got Bitcoin, and they got Mexican food. And we're gonna go trade.
Yeah, I'm gonna barter some of these satoshis for some.
Yeah, I mean, what else? You know, you can't take these satoshis with you. You can take the tacos with you.
Oh man, I'm so hungry.
Starving.
So tell these guys a little bit about yourself. How did you get into the crypto space, Mike? Like, how'd you go from wherever you were to where you are now in crypto, bro? What are you doing?
First I'm gonna make this right turn and make sure we do it safely because these Jersey drivers.
Those right
just no
turns are
survivors.
tricky.
These right turns are. Hey, listen, what happened earlier? Ken goes, "Hey, so you're really doing like 42 in a 65?" Just wanted to make sure we were going the right way, you know. Last place you want to do is get messed with in Jersey by the police.
Oh,
I was look, man, I got it. I had a distrust for the dollar because of like just all the things that the dollar is backed by. You know, the full faith and credit of the United States. Well, okay, where should I put my money for my future? Because I saw that the value was dropping in the way that it was dropping. So I was always looking for alternatives. So in that sense, how did I get into the crypto space? It's because I was getting into precious. I was into precious metals, and then from there, dude, we set up this barter network in Philly. I say we, I just mean like collectively as a whole bunch of us. But there was this barter network called Del Valley Silver, and there were businesses that took silver.
oh shit.
And the way that Del Valley Silver was set up was there was a website where you could go and you could be listed or whatever. And yeah, sure, we take silver or whatever. And we just, dude, it was just such like a nerdy, you know, good feeling about like spending silver
That is
and like
pretty
going
cool,
into, you know, I mean, the same feeling that you get from crypto, but before crypto was around. So we were doing this.
I'm not using currency from the government. I'm using precious metal from
Yeah,
the
we were
earth.
just like bartering and trading, and you know, you hear stories about things like Ithaca hours, and you know, sure, man, line it all up. Let's try something, anything other than this dollar. And so, I mean, that's where I started like putting my savings was into that. And then when we were trading back and forth, it was just like it was getting expensive to trade because you were losing money on the spot price back and forth. Like you get a T-shirt for $15, but what if, you know, silver goes up to like 17 that day and all this other crap? So After a
things we
while,
do
along
with
comes Bitcoin, and we were like, "What the hell's this?" So we just tried it, and we were, man. I look at old wallets and stuff like that, a Bitcoin that went in, a Bitcoin that went out, and it's just like, it's gone. You know, I didn't hang on to it, but we had no idea that it was like going to turn into this financial boom for everybody. We were just excited about, using anything other than the dollar and not having to tell anybody about the dollars we were using. So that was and then the few Bitcoin that I had left, like, just kind of held on to and didn't really do much with. And then time went by, and then April of 17, a friend of mine, Dan, posted on Facebook, "Whoa, Bitcoin's at $1,800," and I didn't look at my Bitcoin for a long time. And I was like, "Holy shit, it certainly is." And then if you remember those few weeks, it shot up to like just over 2,000, shot up to 3,000, dropped back down to 2,000. I was like, "Yo, all right, it's got to drop again. As soon as it drops under, like, gets back to like 1,800 or even like 1,100, I'll grab it." And then it just went like this ship that I didn't get onto away from me, and it just flew all the way up. But that was pretty much it. And I just kind of like, financially kind of got lucky in a certain sense of just like that. But I mean, I just around, what is it, November 2018 now? Honestly, around this time last year is when I was really like, what the hell is all this stuff? So I started looking at all the background tech and everything that was behind it, and all of a sudden it just hit me that this was all about decentralization. And I was like, well, holy shit, that's why it's taken off. Well, Christ, we've been screaming decentralization for over 10 years out in the street and the Fed rallies, and just in everyday practices as best as we could.
Yeah, I've been to one of the end of Fed events. I think was popping. That was fun to, like, kind of sit out there and say fuck you to the Fed right out front.
Was there a food truck when you were there? Okay,
yeah.
I wasn't at that one. That was
yeah, I think even the Dollar Vigilante, Jeff Berwick, did a stage performance piece did a rap song about crypto and fuck the Fed and stuff. It was pretty cool.
So there's a lot of stuff that kind of led me to that. And then so anyway, I really got a chance to like look at all this tech shit behind it and start to look at other stuff. And then the other part was friends of mine were just like making all this other money off all these other altcoins, and I looked at different projects and figured out like, all right, I like this one, I bought a few, and then dude, it was just like I bought more than a few. I think I could have all of them.
Gotta catch them all, shit coins.
But I mean, whatever. But yeah, that's my story.
So yeah, man, I've seen you perform at like a dozen crypto events, comedy, crypto comedy in general.
Oh yeah.
Where did the comedy part of your life come into play? Like, when did you start getting into comedy, and how did you decide to like tie that into crypto and start building that as something?
I started doing stand-up just a couple years ago, and really not like very frequently in the beginning, and I didn't really tell too many people that I would just show up at open mics. Like, I just found out where the open mics were in Philly. I just showed up by myself, like had a set written, would just go up, work it out a few times, and just kind of keep going from there, and that was it. And I didn't tell anybody. I was like really not telling anybody at all, because dude, if it doesn't go well, what are you gonna tell? You tell everybody in the world. You post on Facebook, that's my first night doing stand-up comedy, and then 6 months later they're like, hey, what happened with the comedy thing? I wasn't funny. You gotta say that, so I just kept it quiet for a little bit, but honestly, because I was like, I really know that this is like something that I want to do, and I want to like build this as like a craft. So before I call my friends out to come like spend see me spend like do like 3 minutes on stage, or even 10 minutes on stage, and drive all the way out just to see one show. Like, let me get good first, at least. You know what I mean? It's like, you're not going to ask a doctor to do surgery on you when he first starts medical school. You're not going to ask your boy, like, what do you think of this thing on my arm? Well, maybe you will, but... so, how it tied into crypto, dude, like, my comedy is just my story. Hold on. We're going to go this way. I got to get in a different lane. My comedy is about my story. That's why, like, crypto was easy to talk about, because it's ridiculous. I mean, Bitcoin itself is just funny. Like, it's just funny.
It is.
Everything about it.
Everyone takes it so serious.
Yo, I love crypto. Twitter is so funny because, and just like the whole, like, all the memes and things that come out of it, because I don't think that people on Wall Street do this. Like, I want to start following like Wall Street stocks and Wall Street traders just to see if they like tweeted each other like memes of the movie 300 and like
Forex
wrecked.
Twitter.
You know what I mean? Like,
is
yeah.
Forex Twitter as fun as crypto Twitter?
I wonder. You know, I'd be curious to see. But so I mean, there's definitely like, you know, there's that relief to it. As far as I just did a show. Last January, I did a show at a crypto retirement party, and then driving to New Jersey, you know, you got to pay attention here, and you got to pay attention to Waze and tell a story. I did a show for somebody who retired from a crypto company, and then somebody who was in the audience, who's now my tour manager, Nate, was like, yo, that was really funny. And most of my I knew the audience was going to be a crypto audience at this party. So I did like half of my jokes were about Bitcoin, like just stuff that I knew the audience could relate to.
Right.
So Nate's out in the audience and he comes running up to me. He's like, yo, I do all these conferences and I go to all these like different events or whatever. And I want to put something together based on what I think's missing. And I also think that there needs to be like an entertainment, and will you come along?
Yeah, perfectly. Well, that's why I met you at the Integrity show, the shit show. That
Yeah,
shit
you
was
met me at the one in
fucking
Philly.
great, dude.
It
You
was
were
fun.
killed it, man.
was
And then
fun.
with Fluffy Pony, you had that dude looking like a tomato at the that
So-
was at DEF CON at fucking Caesar's Palace.
That was awesome.
That was incredible.
Dude, I got to send a picture of myself on the stage at Caesar Palace doing comedy to my mom. And I was like, check this out. So it was
And
awesome.
that was crypto comedy on stage at Caesar's Palace.
In the morning, which I you know, I don't pat myself on the back about much, but I'm definitely gonna pat myself on the back
Oh,
for
dude,
being
you
able to pull
deserve
that off in
that.
the morning because we were tired as shit. But now, so just to catch people up on what the hell you're talking about, let's just assume nobody knows. When we were out in Vegas at DEF CON, Monero had a whole section where they were part of some village, and we ended up linking up with Fluffy Pony. He came out to our Integrity show. He came and talked. He like came and like give a talk, and but I did some of the opening comments at our Integrity show, and I had a couple jokes written about Fluffy Pony. And when you say he looked like a tomato, I mean, no, he did. He looked like a kitty little kid, just like cracking up, because you know, it was like, oh my god, these jokes are about me. And come on, fella, what are you doing? You're being from Jersey. That's what you're doing. Sorry. So and a couple days later, I found out that he was gonna like give some like whatever speech, and I ran up to him. I was like, "Dude, you gotta let me introduce you." He's like, "Sure." So I did.
He's so cool, dude.
Yeah.
He said the same shit. I was like sitting
So I
at
got
the
a
table
chance-
and I was like, "Yo, I should get a Monero tattoo because of all my tattoos."
Yeah.
And he's
And
like,
then-
"Yeah, let's do it."
Yeah.
We literally went out and got a Monero tattoo.
Next day, it was crazy. Yeah. It's just wild, man. It was a good time, like to be around everybody and you know do all that stuff. So all these opportunities keep popping up out of nowhere, man. So you're right. I mean, you've seen me perform at all these like different crypto events. It's just because like one feeds off of the next, like each. Because we're in
Very old time.
I didn't get a pair. I should have.
What was the first thing you spent your Bitcoin on?
Bitcoin Not Bombs. I donated to them.
Bitcoin, not bombs?
Yeah, Bitcoin Not Bombs.
What about the first like physical thing? Was it like pizza? Like the Bitcoin pizza guy?
No, it was a T-shirt.
That's how expensive was that T-shirt?
Right now, that T-shirt. Well, no, that T-shirt ain't worth shit. No, that T-shirt was. Yeah, it was like just about 2 Bitcoins.
2 Bitcoin for a T-shirt?
Just about. But I got a discount. I got it for 1.
All right. So right
Because
now
it was $15, and Bitcoin was like, I don't know, whatever. No, but the shirt was like $20-some. Bitcoin was in the teens.
Damn.
I still have it. It's a nice shirt.
Damn.
It's a custom shirt because it was from the event that we threw. We threw the East Coast Bitcoin Summit. We just wanted to throw a meetup one day, and I had access to this place called Underground Arts. You know what that is in Philly?
Underground Arts?
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
All right, so it's a concert venue, but it's literally in a basement. Like right when Bitcoin took off from like the teens to like popped over to hundreds, like not too long before that. But it was in December 2012.
I got in when Bitcoin was at 400.
Nice.
Yeah, it was like the highest it's ever been since its Mount Gox collapse. You know, everyone was like, "Dude, you're an idiot. How are you gonna buy Bitcoin at $400?" And
Right.
you know, it just collapsed from 1,100 all down to the teens. I'm like, I don't know. Just
I like
them.
it.
Yeah, it's cool.
And that's, I mean, if you're trying to get, you know, obviously there's a part of me that hopes long term this thing goes through the freaking roof. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the early investment mentality I kind of have.
I'm not
too.
eating anybody's, I'm not going to eat my own dick or anything like that. But I mean, I would love to see Bitcoin hit like a giant number, and it would, do a lot financially. But at the same time, too, I mean, I never got into it in the beginning because of investing. It was just like, oh, let's try this, and
Right.
then it was awesome and it took off. But what are you going to do?
Yeah,
Altcoins,
people bitch about how it doesn't work for them good enough, Like at Walmart, I showed you the picture. It was like 88 cents to send a money order.
Yo,
that's
how much? All right, let's talk about it. Yo, okay, so you were in line getting a money order.
Yeah, I was
right in front of you was somebody who got a money order for how much?
$1.
$1.
I have photo evidence on Twitter.
Yeah, I saw
posted it.
I saw the receipt.
I don't understand it. I really
saw a
would
picture.
love to talk to the person, but yeah, they got $1 money order that cost them 88 cents.
It cost them 88 cents to send
What?
a dollar. How bad did somebody need you to send that dollar? Western Union, what do you do?
And it's fucked up because
What a
if
dollar did you
somebody's
get from
sending
Western
$1
Union?
around, it's like times are hard, Like that's a times are
Hard?
hard situation, right? Like
How?
damn.
Dog.
But now you're being charged 88 cents in a situation where times are so hard. Like you need to send $1.
You need to send almost another dollar just to send a
Right,
dollar.
right.
It's like out here in Jersey, if you want to make a right, you got to make a left. Or a left, you got to make a right. Ridiculous. No,
And
it was wild.
that's a first world problem. Imagine, where that 88 cents is a week's wage.
Dog, I mean, who gets a money order?
Western Union's.
Did he
a
say
rip-off,
anything?
man. No, dude. It was a lady. It
A
was
lady?
just an older lady, and she just
Okay.
kept going. I was just
Well,
like,
you don't
what
have
did I
to-
just? I was with my buddy, and I would be like, what did we just witness?
That's wild. But even still, it's for it to cost, it shouldn't cost 88 cents to send a dollar.
No. But it does.
But it does.
And people want to bitch about Bitcoin transaction fees.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And that shit doesn't require an ID at the end of that road. Somebody's going to have an ID, and I don't even know how they're going to use the dollar. I don't understand the situation at all.
I want to see the other person in Western Union's face. Well, I mean, I'm sure they're used to what do you think the smallest amount someone has ever? Let's try to send a penny. I'm gonna try to.
It's gonna be an
I'm gonna try to
expensive
send
penny.
you. I don't care.
You might as well put it
I'm
in
gonna
an
send
envelope
you
and
a
put a
penny.
stamp on it.
Okay.
And
Yo.
send it through the mail.
The envelope costs what? 10 cents.
I could send you a penny through a lightning channel. You know what I mean? We could open up a network and just it would work. We can compare it. But it would also take a while. So I guess it's snail mail. So it would be all right. Like we could even do a regular transaction fee, send it to the bare minimum, the super low transaction fee on the Bitcoin network, and send a penny to each other, and send one in the mail. See which one shows up first.
So the other night when you gave me $5 of Bitcoin. and-
Oh yeah, from the Monarch meetup.
Yes. About an hour later, it was $5.05, wasn't it?
Yes,
Well, I
Bitcoin
just
went
want
like
you to know that it was $5.06 for a little while too.
nice.
So I'm stacking pennies over here.
Satoshis.
Now you gave me $5 because we were all meet up getting this Monarch wallet.
Yep.
Okay, now I'm doing 65 and a 35. That's
So yeah,
so
guys,
good.
do a meetup in Philadelphia, bitcoinphl.com or bitcoinphl on meetups.com. And yeah, dude, I give away crypto, even to this dude,
Even to me,
even to him.
give me $5.
So show up to my meetups if you're in the
Okay.
Philadelphia area, guys. And even if you have friends or family that are in the area, send them my way and I'll hook them up with some Bitcoin and we'll get them started on a software wallet for Bitcoin like Monarch and teach them how to use it, back it up, restore it, stuff like that.
Yeah. Two of your friends that you grew up with.
Yeah.
Were there.
Yeah, dude, they
Both
were
got
so
new
blown
wallets.
away.
Yeah,
Dude, they're
man,
actually still messaging me about the Steam monsters and shit, dude. They're like, this is ridiculous.
that's funny. No, man, that was a.
Because we were
good-
back in the day, they were the friends I grew up with playing Pokemon cards with. So it's like, dude, we're going full circle. Like, you did crypto, now we're doing these Steam monster things. Like, yo, what is happening?
That's cool. Let me make sure I know where I'm going here. Jersey gets confusing, man. I don't
Well,
like
it's
it out
entrapment. They design it so you break a rule or a law just trying to survive.
here. Yeah, they got all these concrete planters that they popped up out of nowhere. You can't even skate them because there's grass in there.
Jerks.
It's corny.
So you've been traveling as much as me, man.
No,
well,
not at all. I have been traveling
You've
a
been
lot.
traveling, man.
I've been
So
traveling.
what are some of these projects that you ran into that are just a fucking joke? Like, what are some that stood out to
Really?
you as like a crypto comedian that you're like, this is a joke? Because like I found this one in Jersey that I don't think you made it out to, but Nate was there. The one in Atlantic City.
Oh, are you saying events? Or
No,
just
like a
things, like
project. There was a
or-
project I ran into, dude. That was such a joke. It was pirate treasure on the blockchain. Galleon Quest. Guys,
So
Google Galleon Quest. It is the fucking best joke in crypto.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you can
think one of
buy
the most-
pirate treasure.
I talked to you about this before, but I still think the funniest thing that happened to me in crypto, and this is a shame, but it's a lesson well learned, was Protium. Do you remember this?
Not
Alright.
Protium. Like I don't remember Protium, the company. Or
Protium was a site where they were, I don't know if it was like an ICO or something. What are you doing, Jers? It's not happening. I win already with my Pennsylvania license plate. Pennsylvania doesn't have license plates in the front.
No, Jersey's
So-
got them all 4 coins.
Yeah, I can see you from wherever I can identify you from wherever. Me with this Pennsylvania plate, I only got one in the back. I'm gonna smash right into you and just fucking reverse the whole way home.
We'll be fine.
What are you doing there, fella? Anyway, Protium was a cryptocurrency that you could have bought into, and then they said that their launch date was a certain date. It was like in January. And when they launched, it launched, the launch date was, you go on their website, and the only thing that was on the website was the word penis. Yeah, it's funny, but somebody ran away with $25 million.
Holy
or
shit.
however much money. And
When was this?
This was in January this year. Look up Protium with a T.
I feel like I
P-R-O-T.
kind of heard about this, but I was traveling like
So
out of the country.
So for everybody that hashtags, do your own research. The name Protium, if you would have looked it up, if you would have checked out what's Protium. Protium is a drug for a urinary tract infection. And, so it's like they just fucked everybody over and made all this money. And they're probably sitting somewhere next to Frank Matthews, doing God knows what.
$25 million.
So, yeah, that shit happens.
Wow, that's funny.
That was
Shit,
funny.
though.
Penis. It's right there on look at the name. Oh, what a coincidence. That's the same medicine my dad takes for his UTI. What the,
Totally going to invest in this.
yeah. And the thing is, like, the hype just comes along and everybody, people don't want to miss out. It's, FOMO, they just don't want to miss out on whatever.
Well, with the way the SEC is stepping into the industry right now, I really don't see any incentivization for any of these scammers to really pop off.
I mean,
Like
people
they've
get
been
creative and they'll
hunting
figure something
down,
out.
man. Look at the
Sure.
decentralized exchanges they've been going after, and I think they just came after Floyd Mayweather and DJ Khaled. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one. Damn, bro.
How much money do they need?
I don't know.
How
but
much
that's
more
what I was
money do
thinking.
I'm just, hold on a
When
second.
I saw that they were being paid
Yo.
to promote that shit, I was like, yo, y'all broke?
I'm like, wait a second. Didn't you just literally make like a country's GDP
Yeah.
fighting Conor McGregor? And who's the other one? Khaled?
Khaled,
Doesn't he the one
who managers like everybody. The dude
He
got
was
his
like his-
fingers in every song, everything, every collab.
He's in the videos with the stacks of money. Another one. Here's another one. Here's another
His
one.
phone is a
Stacks
stack
of
of money. That's it. He talks to
How
money.
much money did they pay him?
I
It was
don't-
like whatever the number was. No, it was like
Well, now he's gotten fucked by the SEC now.
no. Apparently Floyd only was getting offered like 100,000.
That's it?
But that's probably just what they told him. They probably
I guess
gave
they
him a
said
whole bunch of
100,000 for one picture.
Who
And
knows,
he was
maybe-
like, "Pff, done.
Like,
For a
yeah.
selfie,
yeah, I guess
you know, with a credit card that doesn't exist.
But I mean, listen. Again, if how much I don't know how much Floyd Mayweather is into crypto, or I don't know how much DJ Khaled is into crypto. I don't know how many mines he runs. I don't know how.
No, but no matter
anti-Fed he
what, you
is.
have
I'm
have
just saying,
people
like,
behind you that should be vetting anything you promote. Like you don't want to be stuck in a situation where you're promoting a Red Bull company type energy drink that doesn't exist.
right.
Could you imagine if Bitcoin Energy didn't exist?
Oh my God.
And I'm sitting here telling people, buy Bitcoin Energy.
Take that hat off. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wearing the Bitcoin Energy drink hat.
Craig's gonna have to find a new job. So yeah.
Yeah, but that's, I mean, like, yo, this shit doesn't even exist and they're taking money. Where's the due diligence on people who have millions of dollars? Like, they have a team of people behind them. They're a company.
I mean,
It's one thing if a fucking YouTuber does it. It's another if a fucking multi-million-dollar, boxer and... But
DJ Khaled.
that's what's going to stop and disincentivize
His
it from
baby
happening
has a
again in the
trillion.
future.
His baby has $1 billion.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Come on. DJ Khaled.
I remember he went viral because he got lost on a fucking jet ski. And he Snapchatted the whole thing. He was lost for hours at sea. And he fucking Snapchatted the whole thing.
That's great. That's funny.
That is fucking great. Kept us cool the whole time. I would have been freaking the fuck out.
What are you gonna tell you on Snapchat?
I would have been trying to MacGyver seawater into my engine to get something to work. Like, look, I invented a hydro engine.
Do you think that he called like an emergency service before he jumped on a Snapchat? That's what I would have done.
No, but I
Listen,
don't think
I'm
it
gonna
was
be out here
posting at the
Snapchatting.
time, you know, it didn't have
Oh,
internet.
okay.
Yeah, it was just like uploaded after he hit
okay.
Wi-Fi.
Alright.
But yeah, it's funny as shit, man.
Uploaded after he hit Wi-Fi. You ain't got no Wi-Fi out here.
Yo, this is the problem with the ocean. And he got no Wi-Fi.
That's the problem with the ocean. It's just too many sharks and
Yo,
not enough Wi-Fi.
If there was Wi-Fi in the ocean, people would start worrying about litter in it.
Think so?
Man, like, damn, dude, the litter's messing up my Wi-Fi signal.
Yeah.
Yo, pick that up.
They
It
would
fucks
start
up my
doing-
Wi-Fi signal.
Come on, let's get on it. How do you put a Wi-Fi tower out there? Where the fuck are we? All right, we're still. All right, listen, man, we're only about 8 minutes away.
So we got 8 minutes away from Oasis Mexican Bar and Grill, where we're gonna spend Bitcoin.
Yeah, we called them just to make sure, because we're calling all these stores and we're calling all these restaurants, and we're like, so it says on the internet that you take Bitcoin. Is that true?
And the internet said it was true.
The internet said so. But yeah, so this place was close enough anyway, and I'm starving. I want Mexican food, and they're gonna take Bitcoin.
Got the munchies so bad.
Munchies. Yeah, I definitely have munchies. I'm starving though, dude.
Dude, nothing compares
Yo.
to the munchies I had in Vegas with that weed they had.
Let me tell you about Nate.
Fuck.
Let me tell you about Nate. We were I'm putting his business out there. We were in San Diego, and we went to get breakfast at this really cool place. I wish I knew the name of it. Yo, this dude ate a plate of food. I was halfway through mine, and then all of a sudden he raises his hand. Waitress comes over. He's like, I need more food. He ordered 2 plates of food. He's not like a big dude, you know?
He's not a big dude.
Dude,
not,
he's
not
scarce.
2 plates of food, big dude.
No, he eats like Michael Phelps. Guy drinks an entire, 2 pots of coffee before he leaves the house. It's wild. But that's how I'm gonna eat right now.
Yeah.
I'm
No.
gonna get whatever they got, man.
I'm gonna impress my waitress.
With what? The way you eat?
Yeah.
How? You're just gonna try to eat healthy, or?
No, I'm just gonna eat everything.
Oh, okay. Well,
bring,
I don't know if
bring
that's
me one
impressive.
of everything.
I guess so. It depends.
Well, I mean, if she's getting a tip, she's gonna be happy the more I spend on the food I eat.
Yeah.
Yo, I wonder if we can get our waitress or waiter to accept Bitcoin as a tip.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. Is the answer is all you got to do is ask them. And so I may throw I'll tip for sure, but I'll offer also on top of that I'll say, here, we just paid tonight in Bitcoin. Download this wallet. And I'm gonna give you some more Bitcoin.
Yeah, download the Monarch wallet,
Yeah, download the Monarch wallet.
and I'll give you
Seems
some
pretty decent.
Bitcoin.
And yeah, that's all you got to do.
All right.
That's the problem. You wonder where Bitcoin's going.
Yeah,
It's
but
like,
then
how often do
It's
you,
weird
you know,
right now. Like, I mean, a lot of the times I ask people, right? I start a conversation like, hey, do you want to accept Bitcoin as a tip or something? Like, I'm at a bar or at the restaurant. And during the bull run, it was easy as fuck.
Sure.
Now, the first thing everybody said, isn't Bitcoin down? Isn't it Bitcoin going down? Isn't it,
Just tell them it's Cyber
dead,
Week. Just
you
like
know?
Dell Computers, Dell.com all week. If last week it was Black Friday and then it was Black Weekend or whatever.
Cyber Monday?
And then it was Cyber Monday and now it's Cyber Week. And now when the week's going to be over, it's going to be Cyber Month.
Yeah, it is.
So watch.
Damn
you know.
bear market. But yeah, it's hard to try to talk to people about the bigger picture of it when they're short viewed on it.
Well-
and it's skewed by the mainstream media, right? Oh, it's dead, it's going down, and then you got these fucking
Well,
this is traditional investor says Bitcoin's dead for this reason. I'm like, every time the price goes down, you bring one of these assholes on the news.
Gotcha. Let somebody go.
Oh, look at you, man. Karma coming your way.
And they were from Jersey. So I'm
Abs are
I'm
great,
sticking
but
out
have
to
you
it.
tried pizza?
Oh shit. That's a great sign. There's a company
Yo,
out
if I
there.
had to give up pizza for abs, guess who's never having abs?
This guy hates neither. Yeah, me neither. I'll always eat pizza, man. I don't care what any doctor tells me. I want to live as long as I can. Let's say that.
Dude, yeah, exactly. That's why I'm not just big on hodling. You got to spend it, use it,
I
do
saw
something with it.
I saw when you tweeted where can you spend Bitcoin in Philly. I saw somebody responded. Why not wait until like a certain whatever. First of all, you know, I hope I make it home tonight. You know,
Right?
I don't-
No,
you know,
for real.
there's that. But the other part of it is like, dude, if we're spending it and people are excited about it, like, look, we're gonna show our waitress we kept all our cash in our pocket and we paid your boss in Bitcoin. Now look, download. I'll tip you in cash, but download a wallet. I'm gonna also give you crypto too. I'm not gonna like say either or. I'm gonna, you know, I'm not gonna say do you want. I'm just gonna say here, take this on top of what I'm already giving you. Like being the walking billboard that you are. I'm not saying everybody has to become this giant walking billboard as much as you are, but get somewhere close on the scale to where you're at. Because if you have some kind of conversation starter, like I have this sticker that you gave me. I put that on my phone and I just hold it up when I'm shopping, when I'm buying stuff or whatever. And if people ask me, or if I, you know, I don't. I'll be the first to tell you, I don't ask enough that people take Bitcoin.
Right.
But if there's a conversation starter there, I'll give somebody, you know, however much more.
Yeah, I'm wearing my Coincierge.club hoodie, but I usually have a Bitcoin hoodie that just says "Ask me about Bitcoin."
Yeah.
And there was one of the guys that was at Walmart earlier with the friggin' $1 money order incident.
Yeah.
I walked outside and the dude's swinging the bell for the Santa Claus, you know, donation thing.
Uh-huh.
He was like, "Yo, what about Bitcoin?" You know, and I was like, "Yo, you're working. I see you're doing your thing here." I gave him my info, and he's gonna hit me up. He's like, "I've been meaning to get into it. You know, I've really checked into it. I just don't know how to do it without getting ripped off. I see there's a lot of scams and stuff." And I'm like, "Dude, free meetup in Philly. Like, you could come out."
Come find out. Yeah.
You know, he was like hella excited that there was like something that he could start doing now. And he was like, "Dude, I'm gonna call you. Let's do in touch." So I wear a hoodie that says "Ask me about Bitcoin," and that kind of happens a lot where people like, "Oh wow, like I've
they'll
been
ask you.
waiting for this sign."
Dude, I used to wear a shirt that said "Cops say legalize drugs. Ask me why." Boy, was that a conversation starter. And in my neighborhood, there was a lot of cops, and they used to like I'd be at 7-Eleven or the ATM or whatever, and they come up to me. "What's up with that?" I'd either have a DVD like in my car to hand. That was for LEAP. That was when I was like, you know, promoting LEAP, law enforcement against prohibition. But there's cops that wanted to see drugs legalized. Anyway,
No, they are. There's yeah.
but anyway, so yeah, I mean, if you become this like walking promotion and billboard of whatever, and if you practice it in your daily life, look, the bottom line of Bitcoin is what I get to have. I get to hold my value in my hand, and then I get to hand it to you for something that I want from you. The end. Like it's just that's all it is. So whether you use Bitcoin, whether you use gold, like nobody'd be bitching if we were out here trading golden grams right now. You know what I mean? That's what it's for. You can spend and replace. Like, you know, look, if we spend $50, $100 tonight at dinner, I might buy it back because that wasn't a ton of money. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just because it keeps the like the energy. It's currency. It's current. It's energy. It keeps it moving back and forth. I'm not saying you have to hold, but listen, the market's not going to like skyrocket if you go out to the bar that accepts crypto. And you spend a couple $100 that night, you can come home and replace it if you really wanted to. If you want your Bitcoin that bad, if you want to hold that bad, then you put your money where your mouth is. You know what I mean? Like, it's just it's yours to do whatever you want. Oh, now this is kind of cool. You guys can't see this,
Whoa.
but there's all these Christmas lights.
Yeah.
Down the strip.
Sorry, guys.
We were trying to do a 360.
I don't think I can flip the. Can I flip the camera?
I have no idea what you can do.
Oh, look at it, just
Look
in
at that.
time.
Oh, that was just in time.
It was just in time, but look
For
how
season
pretty this is. This is the bougie part of New Jersey's Camden County area.
Yeah, this isn't like, Camden. This isn't where NJ Weedman's store is.
NJ Weedman, that fucking guy.
Crusader.
Yo, Chris Christie and NJ Weedman. I would love to see a celebrity death match come back and do like a claymation.
The claymation version of it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, there's so much celebrity deathmatch shit that needs to happen. In my what happened to that show? Because we didn't lose any celebrity drama.
No, that's for sure.
Shit, man.
That's funny.
Love to see Brad Pitt and Matt Damon go at it too.
Oh man, and they would put a whole bunch of like Fight Club stuff in there too.
Oh, dude, can you imagine crypto celebrity
Come on now.
deathmatch? Roger Ver versus
God.
Craig Grant.
Versus anyone.
Or Craig Wright.
Just
I always
fun.
get those scammers, Craig's mixed up. It's always the same. Like Craig Grant, Craig Wright, whatever.
All right, man. Well, hold on. Are we close?
I think we're basically here.
So look, go on the internet,
It's doing it again.
wherever you live, and find out who accepts Bitcoin. And go there and call them up, and don't just show up. You might waste your time because it might be from a long time ago.
Yeah, what he's saying, look, Google, accepts Bitcoin near me.
That's what we
Find
did.
something local that accepts Bitcoin. go out today and spend Bitcoin. You know, use it. Don't just hodl Bitcoin and poke it with a stick and say do something.
Come on, dude.
Here's when it's
something
going
with
to do
it.
something. It's going to do something when you do something with it. So if you know where people ask what's the value, you can trade it back and forth. It's another thing. You know, I could be coming here with a bag of weed and saying, "Listen, how many tacos can I get?" And I'm like, "Wow, as many as you want." You know what I mean?
What the
So-
fuck are we get? All right, guys. So
Anyway.
look, I want you guys to check out Mike Salvi. Check out the
.com.
Integrity Show, MikeSalvi.com. Check out the Integrity Show, aka the Crypto Shit Show. Shout out to Nathan Hawk and Philadelphia Bitcoin Meetup, guys. Check us out, BitcoinPHL.com, BitcoinPHL and Meetups.com. Every month we do a free meetup. Thanks to Monarch Token and Monarch Wallet. So shout out to those guys. And yeah, if you enjoy our banter,
Bitcoin.
do the
Only
thumbs
one
up
letter away
thing.
from bitching. Yeah, if you enjoyed this, give us a thumbs up, and the only reason why is because we're going to use that as a measurement for something. All right.
Yeah,
So,
guys, give us a thumbs up. Let us know. Drop some comments, and we're gonna go get some Mexican food at
Mexican.
Oasis, and we're gonna spend Bitcoin doing it.
see.
How do I do this?